Hello, today we're going to do cheesecake. The balls cheesecake and my new balls cheesecake. So today's cheese is going to talk a little about the balls cheesecake.
So I'm gonna make the balls cheesecake, and this recipe has been passed down from generation to generation, and it's about like 100 years old. So it's been developed a long time ago, so I'm gonna make it today. It's a family recipe, and she's gonna make another one that she made.
Yeah, so I'm going to make my own cheesecake that I've been trying to fix it for maybe like 10 years. I'm trying many recipes and until I make my own recipe. So I think mine is going to win because it's going to be very fluffy and yeah, it's fluffish cheesecake.
Okay, so for the bowls cheesecake, we have like 3 sections of it. So for the filling, you will need 2 lemons or limes, you can choose either one, 6 eggs, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of white flour, 16 ounces of sour cream, and 2 like things of Philadelphia cream cheese. And then, so that's just for the filling part of it. And then next we're gonna do the crust. So for the crust, you can like do it 2 different ways. So the way our family prefers to do it is we get the shortbread and we'll show you guys how to do it later, but we blitz it in a food processor with butter. So the butter makes it like stick together, and we'll show you that later. But the other way you can do it is you mix like a cup of flour, a stick of butter, and sugar, and we'll show you that later. And then next is the toppings. So that's 16 ounces of sour cream, half a cup of sugar, and then vanilla. And that's it.
Okay, so for mine, we just need graham crackers, butter, salt, and sugar. So this is going to be for the crust. And for my filling, we're going to need 4 of 8 ounces of Philadelphia, sugar, I like to put yogurt, and 4 eggs. That's it. This is for mine. I don't have a topping, so the toppings is any fruits, jam that you want to put on top. That's all.
So first I'm gonna start by separating the egg yolks from the whites. So I'm gonna crack the egg, right? I'm gonna put the egg yolks into, actually the egg whites into this KitchenAid beater, because we're gonna make it into a meringue. And then the egg yolks, we're gonna put it into this separate bowl because we're gonna use them later, because we're gonna beat it in with cream cheese.
Okay. So while she's doing that, I'm going to wrap the pans with tin foil because I'm going to cook my cheesecake with water, baño Maria, and she's going to just cook it like just without baño Maria, but still we need to wrap this one in tin foil so it doesn't drip over here the cheesecake. So I'm going to put this on also, so it's easy for us to take the cheesecake out from this pan.
So all the egg yolks and egg whites are separated. So now we're gonna start beating the egg whites. So just start beating it on like a low setting first. Start beating it on a low setting first so it doesn't like splash around everywhere. And then once it starts like setting and like starts getting firm, then you can, you know, set up the setting. So the way that you know if your meringue is ready is if you like get a little on your like whipping spoon or whatever, and if you like hold it up and you see how like it's not like, if I hold it up like that and it's not like tipping over anything, that's called like stiff peaks. So it's not like drooping down or anything, so that means it's ready. So the meringue is ready. So now we're gonna transfer it into a larger bowl, because now we're gonna get the egg yolks and mix it with the cream cheese. So did you see that? That was weird. I wanna eat it.
Snoopy want to eat it, right, Snoopy? You want to eat some cheesecake today? Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've done the meringue, you should put it in the fridge actually, so it like stays cool, so it doesn't like, you know, like goes down. So next we're gonna do the cream cheese and the egg yolks. So first, I think it's better to put the cream cheese in your mixing bowl first, so it makes it like nice and fluffy. So first we're just putting 1 bar of the cream cheese. And we're gonna start at a low setting, just to make it fluffy. So now that the cream cheese is nice and like smooth, you can add all of your egg yolks, and then speed up the process of it. So you see how it's fluffy and it's really light. It's a different color than how it was before. This looks more whiter. You can cut your lemons, so I like to roll them so all the juice packs like break, I guess, and it's more juicy. I'm using 2 lemons or limes or whatever you like. You can turn this off actually.
This is very nice.
Yeah, I know, because I'm making it. I like to use this one because you get more juice out of it. I watched an experiment and you actually get more juice out of it. It's a lot better.
Really?
Yeah.
Instead of the
press.
This?
Yeah. And that, it's like a cup. You can use it as a cup. There's nothing left in there. See, all of that juice is from half a lemon.
And you're going to put all that?
And you're gonna put, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so since I squeezed 2 lemons, we're gonna fluff this up a little since I was squeezing the lemons. Now we're gonna add the lemon juice. So you can take that off and then just add the lemon juice in here, right?
Yep.
So then after your lemon juice is in, you can add your ½ cup of sugar. Then you can also add in your ½ cup of flour. And you can add this in slowly so it doesn't like, you know, puff, since it's like whisking. Now that your like yolk batter is, or like whatever this is ready, get your meringue out of your fridge, and we're gonna start folding it in. So just add, I like to add half first of the meringue and just fold it in lightly, like the whole thing of meringue. So we're gonna pop this in the fridge while we make the crust. So now we're gonna make the crust. So the way I'm gonna make it is we're gonna use the shortbread. So I'm gonna put like, just for like, so we don't have like, so we're not like short on it. I'm gonna use like two boxes of it. So there's one. And then to make it stick together, I'm gonna add half a stick of butter, so 1/4 a cup of butter. I don't know how much that is in grams. I'm not good at math, so.
It's 4 tablespoons.
I said grams.
Oh, I don't know, but it's 4 tablespoons.
So this is how the crust looks like after you mix the butter and the bliss cookies or whatever. Now we're gonna put it into the pan. So while I was making all the stuff, my mom outlined the pan with tin foil. So the water, we'll show you this, but we're gonna put the pan with water. So
are you
water,
going to do it with water?
I won't, but she's gonna put her pan with water. Yeah. So we're gonna put the the crust into here. I'll put the whole thing.
Yeah, why not?
I like crust, so you can do whatever you want. If you don't like crust, I guess put less. If you like crust, put more. Do whatever, you know.
Yep.
Okay, so I like to use a measuring cup to even it out. So swirl it around and then press down on it to make it flat and even. And see how it's all sticking together? That's because of the butter. And then if you press along the side to make it for the edges. Ready? So this is how my crust looks like after I evened it out. I have it all along the edges. So now I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 10 minutes to make it hard and crusty. I don't know. The oven's at 350, so make sure that you preheat it before. So while your crust is in the oven, we're gonna take the 16 ounces of the sour cream and we're gonna mix it into the filling. Because this is a meringue, you don't want to whisk it too much. So when I put the sour cream in, I only whisked it for about 5 seconds. You only want to do it till it's all mixed in. So 10 minutes has passed, so now we're gonna take the crust out of the oven. I'm not gonna press cancel because we need it for the filling. Now we're gonna take the meringue and we're gonna put it into the crust. Smash it down like that so all the air bubbles just tap out, so it's not like air. You do want it to be airy, but you know, the air bubbles tap out. Oh, and then you can put this in the oven, back in the oven for 45 minutes at 350. Let's go. So now we're gonna make the toppings. So for the toppings, we said this in the beginning, but oh my god, you're so loud. You need sour cream, vanilla, and sugar. So we're gonna put the sour cream. There's the sour cream, there's the vanilla, and then there's the sugar. And then we're just gonna whisk that till it's all fluffy and soft. Okay, so the cheesecake has been in the oven for 45 minutes, and as you can see, the top of it is golden brown and it's ready. So I'm gonna take it out. It's okay. It's not hot. And so I'm gonna put it on the counter. And now we're gonna put the topping on, and then we're gonna put it back in the oven. So now the oven is at 450, so we're gonna put it back in the oven. or at least 10 minutes. It's hot. Oh my gosh, it's jiggly. It looks like, okay, well, it's done. This is how it should look like. We pressed boil for the last like 3 minutes of it so we can get nice and crispy and brown on top. But that's it for the Bulls cheesecake.
Nice. So for I'm going to start with the crust. So I will just need a cup and a half of graham crackers, sugar, salt, and butter. So let's see if I can open this one. Okay, so I will put the sugar, the salt, and the butter, melted butter. And do it one more time. Looks good. So just dump everything inside the pan. And I'm going to do like Jisoo, that she used this one to rest all this cookie. So this is ready. Put it in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. For this cheesecake, just put all 4 cream cheese in the mixer, and you will mix it until it's soft, and add the eggs one by one. Good. So now let's add the eggs one by one. Also add a teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla. Put it out and put it inside this pan because I'm going to cook my cheesecake baño Maria, so you have to put water. So let's turn the oven again, but it has to be at 325. 325.
So it's a water bath?
Yeah. Now the eggs is over here. What you're going to add is the secret ingredient.
Yogurt.
Not secret anymore.
Because in all the recipes that you look on in the internet, everyone puts sour cream instead of yogurt.
Yeah.
So
I'm putting yogurt.
are you gonna explain how you found out about it?
How? I forgot.
She found the way that she, like, this is her recipe. She does yogurt, and she found that out by accident because we didn't have sour cream, but we had yogurt. So
Yeah.
and it's actually a lot better.
Yeah.
So it's a lot fluffier.
So this one, you're going to put hot water over here. I already have hot water. And you're going to bake it for 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's it. There we go.
Why did you put the water?
So it can be moist. Okay. So mine is ready after 1 hour and 40 minutes. So this is mine. And we have to wait for at least 2 hours before we cut the cheesecake. So our cheesecakes are ready. So I'm going to show you how to take it out from my pan. So just get a knife. I hope it works.
Crumbly.
Yeah. Mine is crumbly. So let's see. Mine is more, so I need more, a little bit more butter. But there you go. See? Clean. So then just put it here and flip it again. Careful. And there it is.
Yep, and then here's the bowls one, and then there's the Claudia bowls one. So overnight we let the cheesecakes chill in the fridge, and so
Yep, now mine is ready.
yep, and so both of ours is ready. And so we have 2 plates over here. This one's the Bowls cheesecake, and this one's the, well, my mom's cheesecake. So, but for the Bowls cheesecake, I did something different yesterday, and I broiled the top to get a more like crispier and firm like topping. That's not like in the recipe, but I just changed it. So, and then we're gonna have my brother and my dad come in and taste test the 2 cheesecakes.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
So this is the bowls, and this is the new bowls recipe. So here it's this is from your grandmother, right? I think.
It's a 100-year-old recipe from the Bowles family in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
So here it is.
Bowles and Piper family.
Yeah. So try that one, Datsun.
Okay. Mmm. It's very fluffy. Dry. I like it. It's a little sour. It has like a lemon flavor.
Yep.
Very
just
creamy.
put,
Yeah, it's
lemon.
very sour.
I love it.
So try that.
Okay. So this is like more moist, whereas the Bowles cake is lighter and more like a souffle.
Still be.
Yeah, what do you think?
Oh yeah, this cheesecake is also more sweet and not sour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more fluffy.
Yeah.
More fluffy.
Yeah. They're both great. This is more like a souffle,
Yep.
and this is more, how do you say, a little more dense and sweeter.
Yeah.
I like them both for, you know, they're different. What do you guys think?
Well, I like both actually.
Yeah.
This is it has a lemon flavor,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a souffle, and this one it's yeah, it's also it's like a cotton candy. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's very good.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.